Well, welcome back to the homestead. Today's episode is going to be one of my all-time favorites. Not because we're doing anything that's really all that interesting, but mainly because today is moving day. So 6 years and 1 month ago, almost to the day, we broke ground on this house. We had found this piece of raw land, bought it at a land auction. We cleared it ourselves, we designed our house, and for the most part we have done all the house building ourselves as well. We did hire somebody to set our roof trusses, and we hired somebody to hang the sheetrock because I was having some back trouble at that time. And I had to hire somebody to spray foam, insulate the attic because I didn't have the equipment. And then we hired somebody to do the air conditioning unit. Other than that, everything else we took care of ourselves. Now, there are still a few things that we have to do before the house is completely finished, but in our current living situation, it makes more sense for us to go ahead and move into the house with it like it is than it does to remain where we're at. So, even though there's a few things we still got to do, we're going to go ahead and move into the house and then finish those after we're living here. So let's take a quick tour of the house and see what it looks like, and then I'll show you what stuff we have to do before we can call it finished. So let's go ahead and take a tour. All right, so we're going to start off here in the dining room. And there's really not much to show you in there. Now, one thing we have to finish still in every room is going to be the window trim. So that's our dining room. And from the dining room, we have a large opening here to the rear entry of the house. And then one here going over to the kitchen. And inside the rear entry, coming off the side of it, is the laundry room. So we've got some upper cabinets here. A little spot to hang some clothes. And then this is where the washer and dryer are going. Then we have I've still got to put some hardware on a couple of the doors. Then we have a little half bathroom here under the staircase. So we've got a little pedestal sink and toilet in there. And coming on around, we have some more cabinetry that goes all the way up to the ceiling. And this will be where the upright deep freeze is. And we just have a little bit more storage here. This will be kind of a coat rack area here with a little bench where you can sit and take your shoes off. And a little bit more storage right there. Now, another thing that we still have to do for the laundry room is we're going to use a barn door style closure for this. So I've got to put a track up here, and then we've got to pick a door out for that. So coming off of the rear entry, that opens up into the living room. This will be the master bedroom back here. And then coming off the side of the living room is the kitchen. Now, in the kitchen, we've still got to put the lights over the island here, and we haven't decided whether we want 3 lights or just 2. So we've got to decide that and get those lights hung up. Over here we have a oven with a microwave combo, and that microwave also doubles as a convection oven. And then beside that, while it looks like an upper and lower cabinet, these 2 doors are together at the top and bottom. So that is actually our pantry. She's already started stocking food in it. So that's the pantry there. We have the dishwasher and a double sink. And then we have an electric cooktop on the island and the refrigerator. So moving on around to the master bedroom. Everything in here is done except for the window trim. And coming off of the side of the master bedroom is the vanity. So we have a single sink here, and we still have to pick our mirror out to hang up, and then we've got to pick a light fixture to install above it. And behind us is the master closet, and I've got to still do the cabinetry and clothes rods and all in here. And then coming off of the vanity is the master bathroom. So we have the toilet with a little cabinet above it. Then we have the old claw tub that we refinished. And then over to the side we have a walk-in shower, which we still have to tile. We have to finish it out. Right now it's full of storage, so we have to clean that out and finish it up. That's one of the other things we have to do. Alright, so now let's go around to the staircase. Alright, so for the staircase going upstairs, there's still a little bit of shoe molding that has to be painted, and I still have to come back and get a little bit of tape off of them and do just a little bit of caulking and touch-up paint now that we've stained and polyed everything. And then here on the landing, now that we've polyed the steps, I need to put the shoe molding around the landing, and then we'll have to get that painted. Going on upstairs, this is going to be the landing area. I believe my wife is going to make a little music area out of this, but we're not really sure. And just around the corner here is the upstairs bathroom, and we still have to put the backer board around the shower and tile it. And we had held off on that because we needed to leave this open for our cabinet guy to come in and put a laundry chute in, but due to circumstances that has fallen by the wayside, and we're not going to get the laundry chute, so we can move ahead now with completing the shower. Carrying on around to the side, this is the equipment room. So you can see come up the staircase, you have the upstairs bathroom, then the equipment room. This is our variable speed heat pump, which produces both AC and heat for the house. Beside it here is the on-demand hot water heater. And then just beside that is the water manifold for the house. So I still need to come in and label what each one of those pipes are. I've got it written around the side of the stud, but we need to make a label and put on all of those. And then coming on around is Nathaniel's room. And there's quite a bit that we still need to do in here. Our goal is to build like a little desk or cabinet right here, and then have shelves up above that on both sides of his closet. And then on his closet, we got to put a double barn door in for that. And then we got to finish out his window boxes, and his room will be done. And his favorite part of this room is the ceiling fan, which looks like an airplane propeller and has chopped up numerous paper airplanes at this point. He loves to turn the ceiling fan on and fly airplanes into it. And then going back out to the landing, and coming off the other side is going to be my office. And it's mostly a mirror image of Nathaniel's room except for the closet wall. So behind this wall is a little bit of a storage area, and then I just have a small closet here. And we've still got to put a second coat of paint on that doorway so that door is not hung. And then I have to put the baseboard trim in the closet, and this room will be done with the exception of the windows, which, like I said, we have to do in every room. So that's it. All right, so that's, just a real quick brief tour of the house. I hate for this video to be so short, but we've got rain moving in, and we've got to get this stuff moved, hopefully before the rain hits. So we're gonna cut the video short. I do wanna say, I really appreciate everybody's support on YouTube. Y'all have left a lot of kind comments, and it really encouraged me along the way, and I appreciate that. This was something that I initially started filming it mainly for my son, because growing up I'd always heard things that my grandparents had done when they were building their homestead, and I always thought, gee, it would have been nice to be able to see them actually doing some of that, cutting the locust trees down and quartering them for fence posts and things like that, that you don't get to commonly see. And I thought, well, I'm going to build a house out here, and one day I hope, my son's going to inherit that, and he might be interested in seeing how it was built or something like that. So we did this little video series mainly for him. But in the process of doing that, we uploaded it to YouTube, and much to my surprise, you guys really latched onto it and seemed to really enjoy it. So I know there's quite a few of you that have watched my entire series from the very beginning, and I really appreciate that, and I appreciate the kind words and comments and suggestions that y'all have made along the way. So all I can say is thanks. And now that the house is built, I'm not going to shut the channel down. I do still have a couple more videos to do with the shower and whatnot. And then once we're done with the house, the channel is really going to transition more to homesteading and gardening and animal husbandry and stuff like that. So I hope y'all stay tuned for that, but if you're not interested in that, I totally understand, and I thank y'all for your views and, like I said, your support along the way. And until next time, y'all just keep checking back.